Gonna make the profiles boom, 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 boom. What they is, I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is today on Gunner's Profiles. Some real life stuff, right? What it isn't is real fake. Now trip out, as you can tell by that thumbnail, in a menudo style and direct fashion, we're talking about Odm Slim versus Sharpie the pimp. Orale Sharp. You know what I mean? To what degree of Sharpie? I don't know what color it is, but he has a Sharpie. Now trip out. What we're talking about are two individuals who have platforms on YouTube that are not seeing eye to eye for whatever reason. Now I understand Odm Slim's perception of this guy, of this character to which he calls him, and I do definitely understand the get backs from Sharp. Like for those of you that don't keep up on it, that don't watch No Jumper, don't watch these two individuals go back and forth, it's definitely going down. And a lot of it stems off the young white guy Kelpie. I said it, feel me or whatever, let it. I know a lot of people like to say, well, he said he's Mexican. Well, there's a lot of people that say there are a lot of things. He doesn't display them type of characteristics. He doesn't display white characteristics either. He displays chump characteristics, but he continues to display shit. Now trip out, because he's popping right now and everybody's got him on the tip of their tongue, these two individuals happen to have come across this individual, happen to have had him in their surrounding areas, right? Now I seen Kelpie on Odm Slim's podcast. I seen him chopping it up, and I seen him defending Kelpie. Now, Odm Slim takes me as the type of individual and a righteous dude that will defend the meager, that would defend the weak, that would defend the people that can't defend themselves. Now, you have to understand, at the end of the day, this young kid, Kelpie, is a grown man. And when you decide to go on these platforms and do what you does, cuz say it with your motherfucking chest, right? You have to hold your own. Now, I understand Odm Slim felt some type of way about how Sharp treated him or mistreated him while he was on the No Jumper podcast. Hey, I felt that way too. I felt they should have gave the youngster at least a little bit of respect, put some respect on his name, and let him say what he had to say before belittling him and giving him some of that tough love. Now, I myself have given him tough love on my channel just based on I think this kid is salvageable. I think he's like putty, like clay, and he can be reconstructed into something that he isn't quite right now. You know, he's definitely got the mindset to go out there and get the bag, but doesn't have the fundamentals to do that. Now, when it comes to Sharp and how he played him out of pocket, telling him to take off his jacket, belittling him, talking about his mother, and all kinds of things of that nature, I felt that was very unbecoming of Sharp's nature and his character. You understand? I respect Sharp's game. I understand that at one point in time, and I don't know his get down right now, but I do know that facts remain. At one point in time, this Vato was really out there in the streets in the PI game. Now, that's church. That's a whole different game. Okay, that's not like gang banging. That's not like being a D-boy. Everything has its own different elements and rules and regulations that go into it. When you're a gang member, you understand, Holmes, it's all about standing 10 toes down for your barrio, for what you believe in, your cause, and riding on the enemigos. If the enemigos disrespect or something happens, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and need that, every bit of that. Now, when you're in the D game, it's all about that bag, and how you proceed to get that bag is totally on you. Everybody is different. It's a ducking and dodging type movement. It's the fucking movement of, I'm going to go out and get that, and hopefully I don't get caught while getting that. Allegedly, right? Now, in the PI game, it's something similar, only it's belittling people, tearing them down to build them back up in your image, so that way you can go out there and get a nice, precise bolsita. ¿Sabes qué? I don't hate on that either. Do I condone pimping? No, absolutely not. It's not in my DNA. It's not in my makeup. It's something that I've never been accustomed to, or something that I don't agree with, because I don't agree with fucking taking women and putting them on a track and manipulating their minds so that they can bring you money. I believe that's a lazy way out. Okay, but I don't hate on the men doing it. If that's what they know, if they're able to get a bag off that, Sasuke, that's their bolsita, nothing but their bolsita, so help them God. Let them get it how they're going to get it. But I respect Sharp as a man and how he has kept it true to his past and true to the ways of his movement. Now, when I could see from his perspective where Kelpie's getting on his platform, pretending, he's a pretend pimp. He's pretending to be something he's not. He knocked two little white girls that smell like fucking lechuga and fucking and sabacos, and he's got these two hyenas on rotation, and whatever the case may be, they're going out there, they're bringing the meth back, and Sasuke, they're all smoking together. PI, right? If that's what his pimp hand contains, then Sasuke, that's what's in his hand. Now I can see where Sharp is like, hey, you're making a mockery. You're displaying the characteristics and the fundamentals of a real PI, but you're not really doing it righteously. I can understand where he can get mad. That's like a wannabe, a Malibu's Most Wanted type motherfucker, right? That's going out there claiming your barrio or saying that he's from your hood, and you know damn well this motherfucker ain't shit, right? He ain't with the get down. So you're going to feel some type of way because you feel like everything that you've done, all the work that you've put in, these people are basically making a mockery and making fun of it. Okay? And I understand that. And there's a lot of people that just know what they see on YouTube. They see this guy, they're like, damn, he's really getting this pimp on. You see that chick? Yeah, her pussy stinks, I bet. But it don't matter. You know what I mean? He's out there getting a little $20, $25 a day. He's winning. Now, Odm Slim, on the other hand, is a 60s Crip, allegedly. This is the gang that he puts out there. Of course, a lot of you don't even know who this guy is. This guy allegedly was the manager at one point in time, or the good friend of, on 55th Street, C-Mac, who's sitting down right now on gun charges and various other charges. And I hope C-Mac is able to do his time quite comfortably. I know he's putting it down for what he truly believes in. Hopefully he can get back to this YouTube shit and get his bag, because his bag was booming. Now, I know a lot of individuals were taking advantage of that man and were playing that man out of pocket to get in his pockets. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. If you're susceptible to being a victim, then it is how it isn't, right? Now, trip out. Odm Slim got notoriety and became known off that man's back. I ain't tripping off that. You know, if this man says he's 60 Crips and his Crip game is real, hey, like I said, Crip it ain't easy, but someone's got to do it. My keyway partners know what time it is. I function with a lot of Crips and fucked with a lot of real ones. CX, Ibeezy, todo mine. And I got to say that I have a lot of love for the Crips, especially the ones down south in Southern California, man. The 60s, the Hoovers back when they were Crips, all the O's neighborhoods, and so on and so forth. Watts, Compton, stand up. You know what I mean? And it gets even deeper. They'll put you in the sleeper. Now, this guy's claiming 60s. He's putting a lot of stuff on his neighborhood, especially when it pertains to this guy Sharp, calling Sharp out in defense of Kelpie and a lot of other various reasonings behind what he's doing. Will it ever happen? Probably not. I'm here to tell you, a lot of shit happens and a lot of words get spoken on YouTube. There's always people calling everyone out. Everyone always wants to fight, but they want to talk about it first before they do it. Whatever happened to back in the days, a phone call, hey, bro, what's up? Hey, trip out, homes. You know what I mean? Me and you, we got problems. You didn't even question the problem. You don't say, well, what's the problem? Hey, God, you said we got a problem. You don't question it. You just be like, okay, well, what's up? Where you at? And I'm over here at the 7-Eleven getting a Slurpee. You want to come over here so I can knock your fucking teeth out so that all you can drink is a Slurpee? Well, fuck it. I need a big bite anyways. Let's go. And then they get their nacho on and then handle their business. That's how it was back in the days. It was kind of like, hey, pull up over here to church. Yeah, so let's get, but we're coming in about 15 minutes because mass is almost over. And then we'll handle it, right? And everyone would get down and then you go about your day. You live to fight another day, Craig, right? Order it. Or you can get your Devo on, pull out a big old pedazo and handle it that way. Either way, shit was getting handled back in my days. Nowadays, it's a little different. Nowadays, motherfucker would just go live and they'll come up and whop your ass while you're on live. Did you see that? I blew his whole shit backwards on the live. Like and subscribe, right? People ain't playing. These two individuals, by putting their beef out there, or especially Odm Slim in this case, because he literally challenged Sharp and had Sharp's name in his mouth first. And like I said, no disrespect is intended on either one of these guys. I don't know them personally, and I wouldn't put shit on their name that I don't know about. But one thing I will say is by Odm Slim doing that and putting it on his hood that he'll knock this guy out and knock that guy out, those are fight words. Them's fight words, right? But once you put it out there in the airways on the video scope and it's out there publicly for everyone to see, well, don't you think the placas are watching? They're like, okay, so let me see. Odm Slim, he wants to fight. Who's that guy? Sharp? The one? Yeah. The pimp. You know, they already know. You done already gave the heads up. People that are talking about it and challenging people, and we could get it, we could do this, we could do that, ain't really trying to do all that. They just want the notoriety, the clout, and whatever views can come their way by saying it. The controversy, the drama. Now, of course, as expected, Sharp retaliated with harsh words, and he said, man, we can get it on in any type of weather. You know what's fucking on, right? What was to be expected? What did he expect this man to say? There's only two things that can happen in this game. You either pay it no never mind and keep on about your business and do your thing, or you address it like a man and say, you know what, fuck you and whatever you claim, hums, we could do whatever it is. Now, in this case, Sharp didn't go that route. He didn't disrespect this individual's hood, which is a great thing because you got to remember, when you're speaking about a hood, you're not only talking about the individual that you're face to face with, you're also talking about all his homeboys, and you don't want that smoke. Just ask Back 100. He can't tell you. He took off running. I will tell you this. Say what your chest on, Pyro. Individuals that are on YouTube going back and forth with banter, and I've myself been a victim of that, where I've had to tell people, man, stop it. Just stop. You got to rock it. Don't stop it. You know what I mean? Just stop it. You don't need that. You don't want that. I don't want that. Let's let that go, because at the end of the day, it's never going to happen, homie. I said, it's just never going to happen, right? And what happens when shit does get too real? Well, then you start to make a whole bunch of more enemies, people that you can't see, people that are invisible to you, and it gets down and goes down ugly. And nobody needs that in their life, right? Can't we just all fucking get along? Right? Now, will this take place? Will Odm Slim versus Sharp happen? No, I think there's going to be a whole bunch more back and forth and shit talking. And it's all at the defense of Kelpie. You know, Odm Slim wouldn't have did this on his own. I don't think he had any qualms with Sharp and what Sharp's got going on. I think a lot of people are envious because Sharp, Duno, and all these ADs and T-Rails and all these certain individuals are able to be on No Jumper, able to have a platform to uplift themselves and build their own platforms off of. And of course, Adam, 20 fucking 2 point whatever, is providing this platform for them. He's basically their patron. He's their boss. He's providing this platform for them to jump their own shit off. If they're smart, that's what they're doing. They're not just there working for the white guy. You understand? Sprinkle the woods in, brother. You're all working for us. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's how they get down. Now, look. If you notice, it's always some white guys in the mix, some that are getting paid off the sweat of the brown and the black man's back, just chilling, posted like that. You think Adam gives a shit? Hey, Holmes, drama sells. Keep on talking shit. Hey, keep on talking shit. So that way, he can go ahead and interview Odm Slim on the channel and get some more fair, yeah, because that's usually what's going to happen, right? I'm not hating on Adam. Hey, he understands the concept of the game. It's newsworthy, you know, Adam? But at the end of the day, Holmes, all it does is cause drama within the black and brown community. You notice how drama sells in the black and brown community? It's all about that. It's always the black man on the black man or the brown man on the brown man, you know? You got people like Swifty Blue who's talking about, you know, if you use his name, there's going to be some repercussions for that action. And I honestly and totally believe that. I stopped using his name. Why? It's not because I'm scared of anything, but you know what it is for? It's because I said, man, if I ain't got nothing good to say, I ain't going to say shit at all. Right? And I really don't have too much good to say, you know? I let a hangman hang himself, man. I let people do what they does, because at the end of the day, their bag is not going to affect mine, and mine's definitely ain't affecting theirs because I don't got one. You know, I wish I did. But I'm trying to catch up with a tomato in my back pocket, Heinz. And that's just what it is. When it comes to Odm Slim, I believe that this guy has good intentions, but the way he's going about it on distributing his words, quite indubitably, is not cool, because what has Sharp ever done to him? Yeah, I understand Sharp punked this little white dude. I understand that he fucking made him look stupid, but that was called tough love. I believe Sharp really felt some type of way, and he was merely putting out there what he felt he could put out there. And of course, Kelpie couldn't do not a damn motherfucking thing about it, right? Because he knew better, so he did better. He just shut up and said, oh, I can go? Yeah. And they said, take off the headphones, you dumb motherfucker. And he did that. And he had to push him with his fake skin jacket. Now, Kelpie, on the other hand, what has he been able to do off that? Again, another white guy in the corner, Holmes, letting these two individuals, black on black crime, wolf on his behalf. He ain't said nothing. He didn't call Sharp out. In fact, he said he had a conversation with Sharp, and they got that shit. It was cool after that. You know, just like it's going to be, he's called out Almighty, but what's really going to happen after he got spit on and beat up by Almighty? I guarantee you're going to see him on a podcast together, shaking hands and hugging. This is what type of shit happens on YouTube. Okay, there's drama, there's no drama. There's drama, there's no drama. You got, that's just how it is. Okay, so we need to be aware of that. And we need to stay conscious to the fact that there's a lot of bullshit that goes on behind the scenes. But when it comes to this Odm Slim and this Sharp thing, will it ever happen? Is there going to be some big fight that we're going to be able to watch? Are they going to do it with fucking gloves on? Is there going to be a pay-per-view? Are they going to fight on the Jake Paul undercard? I highly doubt it. I think Odm Slim stood his ground and said exactly what he said. And I truly, honestly believe he feels that way, that he'll put him on his pockets. And I believe Sharp protected his name and basically fucking let Odm Slim know that he ain't no sucker fish, if you feel my drift, right? And that's just how it's going to end. As far as Kelpie, we'll see how that poop up plays out. As far as Adam, and the winner is, you know, I just wanted to fucking highlight this and bring some attention to it, because I'd seen it in my feed. It popped up and I was like, I didn't really know who Odm Slim was. And then when I realized exactly his affiliation with the Crip Mac, oh, 50, it was real nifty, right? And I said, okay, let me listen to this guy. And I kind of like his podcasting and I like what he's saying, and kind of listen to what he's got going on. He goes live a lot. I was like, okay, let me tap in and just kind of figure out this individual's get down. I already know Sharp's. I've been fucking with Sharp for a long time. I like his stuff. I like how he doesn't sugarcoat, add preservatives to nothing. That pimp hand is strong. He's going to give it to you. Every time I feel like I watched his video, I feel like he done backhanded somebody with baby powder. He throw. He's not an assistant pimp. He was a real life one, allegedly. And that's just to get down. I respect both these individuals and believe you brothers need to take a step back and think about who's winning off you guys arguing. You know what I mean? I understand you'll get a few views and it's good for the motherfucking drama, but at the end of the day, save that shit. You already know what it is. You ain't gonna win. The only one winning is Adam and Lil Kelpie. Look at Lil Kelpie. He's like, damn, I got everyone. I got all the black guys fighting over me. And then in the meantime, he's Mexican, ese. You know what I mean? You ain't Mexican, ese. Hey, mira, the camarada that you were Mexican, eh? He was wrong. Huh? Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move with a purpose and get everything that you want coming to you. Pay attention to what pays attention to you, man. And that's realness, right? When you're watching this shit that's back and forth and he said, she said that, she said that, he said that he didn't want it, but he said he did, and then he got it, and then he didn't want it no more. You got to know exactly what's going on, man. It's ugly out here in these streets. And it's even uglier on YouTube, it seems, you know, perhaps. Whatever the case may be, if you like this, hit that like and subscribe with a thumbs up. If not, you can fuck with me with a thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears this crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in. Bringing you the best possible content I can. Keeping it as real as possible. And also at the same time say, come on, brothers. You know what I mean? Stop all the bullshit, man. Let's stop letting people win off our sweat. Do you understand the statistics here? I can't even get into the statistics. But if I did I say that right? Word of the day, statistics. If I said it, fill it up with unleaded, man. I know you dreaded it, but you heard it, so you headed it. Now, look, there's always going to be people, homes, that try to play you out of pockets and try to stir the pot because at the end of the day, that's how they win. It's time for us to win as black and brown people, man. Let's do what we does, cuz. And for my woods, the real woods, I'm going to sprinkle you in, brothers. You already know what it is. This is the gun giving gang knowledge you can't get in college. Bang, bang.